Soapbox.
Live. What's up, guys? John here with my beautiful wife.
I am Sharisse.
So today, is going to be an inaugural thing as far as Sharisse launching her own show.
Dun, 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 dun. John's only been asking me for like 9 years, so, I decided to give in.
Yep. So at this point, we've got a lot of people that always ask for Sharisse's input on things. She's done Soapbox in the past, and a lot of people like those things that she talked about.
Yeah.
But a lot of people want to really ask questions on the female side of things that aren't competitors or bodybuilders or anything of such, just regular women out there that are trying to figure out some of these issues or problems they're going through, or they have questions about some of these different things that, that need to be answered. And one particular thing is, I think, for the first show, we should talk about hormones.
Oh, yeah.
The misconception of hormones that you have to be a bodybuilder to take hormones, you're going to get bulky or jacked.
Me no jacked.
You're going to develop, men-like traits and all these different things that are stigmas with hormones, specifically testosterone replacement for females, and then the other hormones that need to be balanced for females out there that I think a lot of people don't talk about or get left by the wayside.
All of them have to be balanced. First, before we go into anything, this is not a new style, just so you guys know. I don't know what happened last night, but somehow I just cut my finger, didn't realize I cut it until like blood was everywhere. Cut's pretty deep, So, a little Coban tape and a little butterfly here. So just letting you know, this is not the new style, okay? But yeah, to piggyback off of John a little bit onto hormones and stuff like that. I mean, this is probably a good topic for me, and in fact, I'm sure you'll probably see it at some point. But Don Franzen, he actually posted on my Facebook thing saying that I should talk about how hormone replacement therapy isn't just for like bodybuilding purposes or just for gym purposes or anything like that. And to be honest, I'm probably the best person to talk about that because in these episodes for you guys, just so you know, unfortunately with me there is a very, very slim filter. So like however it is, I just tell you how it is, and that's the way it's gonna be. I don't know any other way to be, so it is what it is. But me personally, I don't really like to work out. Okay, never been a gym rat. Never, wanted to go to the gym. I just want to look good, right? I don't even want to be like too skinny or too fat or whatever. I just want to look good in my clothes and maybe without clothes on for my husband. Everybody wants to look good naked, I'm sure, but it's important that the hormones are balanced, and everybody has to remember that it's not just like one hormone that we need to balance. And we need to balance all the hormones. So you have testosterone, you have estrogen, you have progesterone, you have DHEA. We will throw that in there too. But all these hormones have to be in a harmonic balance. Not just for guys, but for girls too. Same thing. Because the guys have all the same exact hormones, except we need a little less testosterone. You need a little more testosterone, and a little less estrogen for you, a little more estrogen for us. But it's important that they are super, super dialed in, because if not, it really does affect your life, like big time.
Yeah, it does.
Big time.
Harmonic balance is what you're looking for with hormones, and a lot of the times there's hormone imbalances or deficiencies that aren't looked at or overlooked or whatever it may be, and females and males both search for these answers to these questions of why do I feel like this, why am I going through this. Why is my body not responding or like it used to back in the day? What am I doing wrong? Is it my diet, my exercising or activity level? But they really don't really think about hormones. And, hormones is a new thing that's coming out there, and it's been around for so long.
It's not even like new. You know what I mean? And you can't even look back on it, because remember now, I'm probably the candidate of all candidates for this hormone chat, right? Because I've had a hormone imbalance with super, 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 super high estrogen levels since it had to have been 16.
Yeah.
Because, when I was 16, that's why I was diagnosed with endometriosis. Yep. And then I didn't realize that the high estrogen is what was fueling the endometriosis until we opened Titan Medical Center, which... a pretty big gap of having to suffer.
Absolutely.
So it's I really wouldn't even slap an age on it, because you don't have to be 50 years old, like, oh man, I want to feel like I did when I was 25. Literally, you can be 30 years old or 25 years old and, not feel good. And it could be your hormones.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be old to have a hormone imbalance. It's not like that at all. And it just gets overlooked a lot by these doctors out there. I mean,
and they try to treat it with other medications that
antidepressants, they might put you on, a lot of them for the females too, with the OBGYNs, it's quick to put you on a birth control pill.
Absolutely.
Quick birth control pill. And boom, we're going to put you on this, put you on that. Little bit to tell you is that all these different birth control pills might make you gain weight. You have these tricyclic packages that, it gives you so many hormones the first week, so many hormones the second week, and the third week. Let me tell you, when I was on that tricyclic pack, I for sure 100,000,000% was bipolar. 100%. Like, I mean, literally, I would put, this is so stupid, but I'll be honest, but literally, like, I'd put a sock on, and, like, the sock would just, like, not fit right, and then I'd be in the room putting on the sock, and I'm like, it doesn't fit, I don't know, and then he'd be like, what is your problem? And then the fact that he would even ask me, like, what my problem was, forget about it, then I'd start crying.
That's another one.
So, it's important.
I think it's really important. I think a lot of girls out there went through this, or guys, you're dealing with maybe your significant other
being crazy,
having these different issues, and you're like, man, how can I help her? That's what I would, back then, that's what I thought. I'm like, how can I help, or what's going on? Like, and then if you say it's hormones back then, before we got into business, like, you're growing up, like, you're just PMS, your hormones, watch out.
Forget about it.
But listen, I just want to give a shout out to everybody joining in on the first episode.
Hi, people.
We Erica, start from the top for me. Mahir Mike, what's going on? Erica, Mike Morris, DRC, Juan Lopez, Lou Oliveira, Devenability, 360 Fitness, Jeremy, what's going on? How you guys doing out there?
Oh, Arturo.
Fitness SMR, Art's on there. Amr Perez, what's going on? Shawn Michaels, what's up?
Dwayne Day, I hope you're feeling better.
My dude, Dwayne Day, he's always tuning in. Dan Williams, what's going on? How you guys doing? And Dawn, how you doing? DC Baker in the house.
What's up, girl?
So, you listen, we just shot up the hip for this. We're talking about it today, and Sharisse's like, listen, I'm going to do a show. I want to start doing a show.
I know. And to be totally honest with you guys, I am slam busy. Like, I mean, from the minute I open my eyes, literally, I'll even show it to you one day. But I literally get up, go to the bathroom real quick, come right back, and as soon as I come right back, open up the laptop, and from that, it's off to the races until probably about 9 o'clock at night. It's just So, like, all these years, he's like, listen, they want to hear from a female, like, especially somebody, I mean, we're the owners of the clinic, I mean, we're pretty knowledgeable on what's going on. And, it's every day, the hormone industry and things and knowledge about hormones are always changing. So, absolutely. I mean, somebody's got to keep you guys up to date. So, absolutely. I figured I could spare an hour.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a good thing, right? Because, I mean, you're going to hear it right from an awesome female that is going through a lot of different issues, or has, that females are going through, right?
For sure.
She's not a competitor, she's not an athlete or anything like that.
I'm not going to be competing, no.
So at that point, there's not other things that are involved with it. It's just day-to-day living.
It's literally
and
just
quality of life.
Yeah, I want to get up. I want to get up every day, feel good, have enough energy to be able to go to work and do what I need to do. I want to be in a good mood. I don't want to be a biatch all day. And then, obviously I want to have a good sex life, I mean, those are the things that if I could say to all the females out there, like generally speaking, what hormones could possibly affect, it would be that, like mental clarity, memory, drive, motivation, looking good. Looking good is part of it. Like, obviously you want to look good, but I mean, if you don't feel good, you're not going to look good. Right. So even if you do look good, and I'm not saying, nothing against, like, obviously, because we support the bodybuilding industry all day. But, sometimes, these people push themselves to the limit where they might look damn good, but they might feel bad.
And their insides might be even worse.
And that's not, that's not life.
Yep. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. I mean, at that point, listen, we're getting up every day, trying to be better every day, or feel better every day.
Yeah. At
least feel good when you're waking up, in majority of the days. Some people is like, well, I have my good days once here or there. I'm like, man, your majority of your good days, that's how it should be. And the very small, maybe bad days you're having, that could be from a whole bunch of other different things. But a lot of people, like I said, they don't check their hormones. They think everything is okay. They think it's up to a certain age group, where they need to start checking. And at that point, that's totally out the window. That's false.
Yeah.
Okay, because, we see it all the time. And then, especially with females. So, PCOS.
Ugh.
That's a big one that's out there. It affects a lot of different females.
Me.
And, this is something that, should be talked about, I guess. And then, do you think that females with PCOS can do hormone replacement therapy?
Yeah. 100%. Usually females with PCOS, which I'm also in that category, I have a laundry list of hormonal issues from endometriosis, and I've had 5 surgeries for it, and it just keeps coming back with a vengeance. Gotta love that. I also have PCOS as well, which is very painful. So, of course, being in pain all day is never a fun thing. But with PCOS, usually that is fueled. It's usually by a higher testosterone.
Yep.
And what happens is basically your ovaries are in overdrive.
Yep.
So they're just producing so many little tiny, it's basically little, I guess you can call them little cysts, but it's like a bunch of them. What happens is they, either A, they pop and cause pain, or they keep growing, and they actually call it a chocolate cyst, is what they call it, and then it'll burst, and then all of a sudden you're bleeding. But, if you're able to, because this is what, I specifically went through, is that they actually gave me progesterone to kind of calm it down a little bit, and it was a game changer. It was a game changer. Now, PCOS isn't going to magically disappear overnight. So
Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. That's what it is.
That
if you guys don't know
what it is. And it's painful. It is painful. And, it's just, listen, some of us are blessed to be, good to go, never have an issue in your life. And then some of us are, got some things we got to deal with. So there's a lot of females out there that might not even know that they have PCOS. They just have really, really, really bad cramps.
Yep.
Really bad cramps, like doubled over cramps, right? I would be literally in bed, like doubled over, heating pad, curled up in a ball. I wouldn't cry because I don't cry. But I curled up in a ball and it's in pain, So, I don't think that testosterone, me personally, I don't think testosterone is a good idea for people that have PCOS. If you know you have PCOS, if it's diagnosed that you have PCOS, there's a difference between you have been diagnosed with PCOS versus you think you have PCOS. And the reason why I tell you this is because same thing with the endo, because now everybody on the planet, and this, this is a hitting home spot for me, but everybody on the planet has endometriosis. I have bad cramps. I get a bad menstrual cycle. I have endometriosis. No, it doesn't work that way. The only way that you're truly diagnosed with endometriosis is if they go in and they do a laparoscopy on you, and they go in and they scope it, and they're like, oh, boom, there it is. You've got scar tissue here, scar tissue there. Last time they went in, they took my appendix out because I had scar tissue on my appendix. It can grow anywhere, So it was everywhere, and it's not fun. But that's how you get diagnosed. So don't go based on just symptoms either, because a lot of these doctors, I'm telling you, though, you'll go in, you'll tell them you're in all this pain. You know what? It's probably endometriosis. Let's do this. And we can save that episode for a whole nother episode.
We'll talk about endometriosis by itself.
Putting on people on Lupron and Depo and all that fun stuff. That's just terrible. But even with the PCOS, same thing. They got to go in and do a transvaginal ultrasound, go in there, see what's going on, see if you really do have PCOS, and then treat it accordingly. You can't just really go based off the symptoms. You really do need to get diagnosed. So if you know you have PCOS, yes, we can help you. If you think you have PCOS, try to get that transvaginal ultrasound first, see what's going on, so we can really, really find out what we need to do to treat you. Because who knows? It could be anything else. At that point, you're just playing guessing games.
And the other thing about that is that, even if you have PCOS, you're like, oh, I don't know where my hormones are. That's where you blood test, and you will see where everything's at. So let's say your testosterone is revved up, and most of those women that do have PCOS, it's revving up the ovaries, and that's where testosterone is produced from in the females. So at that point, what happens is it might be even above range too, as well. That happens. It's very, very common. So
I was like that.
And with that, what happens is that you might get some of the side effects as far as masculine traits.
A couple dark hairs on your chinny chin chin.
You definitely will you might be getting some facial hair in some different
not cute.
areas, or hair in different areas that that usually females don't get. There's other things that go along with this too. I mean, I know females that have deepening of the voice because of PCOS. I know females that have more masculine jaw lines because of PCOS, not from anabolic steroids or anything like that. Like literally, I was talking to my my cousin, at this funeral the other week, and she's got her girlfriend, and her girlfriend has PCOS. But her girlfriend has, he looks the part. She looks the part, basically, of the relationship of what they're in. So I mean, she's hurting because of the pain, but she likes the benefits of having it.
I'm gonna agree with John on that.
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew I had PCOS, right? They wanted to give me spirulactone to lower my testosterone levels, and then I just didn't do it. And do you want to know why I didn't do it? Because I'd rather be in pain than be tired.
Yep.
I mean, it's really a bad. I mean, I'm being honest with you guys. I told you guys I'll be honest with you guys on the show. I promise. I just was like, no, I'm not gonna take something to crash my test levels so that I feel bad, because I won't be able to. Then I'm not gonna be able to get my stuff done.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense. So either way, might as well just take some naproxen and be done with it.
Yeah, I mean, it just really doesn't make sense as far as that goes. I mean, if you're feeling bad, get it fixed. And get it diagnosed, get something to treat it.
Yep.
That's another big one.
For sure.
All right, so we had one other question. Female side of it, there was a female question was,
where?
Do you think...
Little went down.
Oh. Yeah. What is it?
We're still live on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. So sorry, we had a technical error on one Instagram. But we're this. So we had a couple questions on this. Big Drew's in the house. Savage World.
What up,
Jay
Big
Carver.
Drew?
Big Drew, we got Sharisse to do her own show finally.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So Big Irishman's in the house. Jay Carver, what's going on? How you guys doing? Thank you guys for all tuning in. It's the first show that we did right off the bat.
Yeah, we didn't promote it.
We didn't promote it. We didn't put it out there. Kind of talked about it today.
Again next week.
But it's going to be an ongoing thing now.
Yeah.
So at that point, Sharisse said she's going to dedicate some time to do this every week,
Fine.
which is awesome because we're both slammed and she's doing her thing in there. So, with the staff. So at that point, to pour away is priceless almost to a certain extent because, she's doing a lot of different things over there.
Busy.
So she's definitely busy all the time. With this, all right, first question was from females aspect. Do you wear makeup or no makeup to go to the gym and work out?
Okay, so... Now everybody's different, right? I personally, like right now, I just wear, I don't wear makeup every day, not even to work because I'm too busy to put it on. But I do put on eyeliner, right? Because I want to look tired. But to go to the gym, I mean, personally, I don't think you should have to wear makeup to go to the gym because you're going to go to the gym, you're going to sweat, right? And obviously, your sweat will probably, unless you put that. Listen, honestly,
Isn't there some makeup that doesn't run?
I'm probably the worst person to ask about this because I'm not that girly girl. Like I'm the guy's girl. Like I played basketball growing up, and I'm like, and I still do wear my heels and stilettos, but I'm not like the girly girl. But I mean, I would think there's that spray, the hair spray that you put on your face spray, whatever it's called. Setting spray. Yes, that's what it's called. But you put that on, I guess, and then you can go to the gym, and I guess it'll stay on your face. Now, I mean, let's be real. If you're looking for a man, then you should probably put on some makeup. Okay? Because, I mean, you don't want to be looking all rough in the gym. I mean, if you're trying to be cute, maybe go to the gym, like, at a slow hour and get it in for real. And then if you want to, go see and find a man... Because, I mean,
is that where girls find men? Is in the gym?
What are you talking about? Of course. 100%. I mean, isn't that where, listen, Drew and Amanda met in the gym?
Oh, no.
Oh,
right?
Drew out there like that.
Yeah. But a lot of them, I swear. Like, I swear, all these people. And when I first met John, I swear to you not. Because I didn't go to the gym.
I didn't meet him in the gym.
He wanted to go to the gym. Of course he goes to the gym, right? And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, what kind of girls are you talking to in the gym? Because, I mean, I don't need you talking to girls. And then he's like, I don't talk to anybody in the gym. I go, I do my workout, I leave. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, that's where like people pick people up. I'm like, isn't that true? And he's like, no. He's like, go to the gym, I work out, I go to the gym, I work out, I leave. So that is true about John. He does go into the gym and works out and leaves. But a lot of people do go there to find
I guess.
So if you're looking for somebody, then yeah, fix your face.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, do I think you should put it on? No, I really don't, because it's gonna. I mean, you're gonna look real bad if it does start to sweat, and let's just say you start getting these little lines on your face and stuff. It just won't be good.
Yeah, but girls are dead dumb, right?
What about okay, so what about if you start sweating, right? And then you have a towel, right? And you go to wipe your face with a towel.
Can't you just watch it?
Now your towel's got your makeup on it, and that is not cute. You walk around with a towel with makeup on it. Do you think that is cute? No, it is not cute.
Kind of like those masks when they take them off.
I don't think you
I feel for you ladies out there.
I don't
Have that.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie though, because the other day when I went to the gym, I have one of our friends is there, and I have my earrings in because I just don't take these out. Right? I take them out only when I get home and I put in my jewelry box. That's it. And so I don't take my jewelry off usually to go to the gym unless it's just like my watch or something like that. But I got these diamonds in my ears, and she's like, "Why are you wearing those big ass diamonds to the gym?" And I'm like, "Girl, in my ears." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I was like, is there like a code, a gym code, like that I don't know about?
Gym etiquette.
Is there? I mean, is there a gym code?
There's an unwritten rule.
I do know that these girls, though, I'm telling you, these outfits are getting a little more fancy with the little, it looks like a little thong in the back.
Texturized
texturized
thong
booties. Booty thing. So don't be mad when they're looking at it, okay? Don't get mad because you're asking them to look at it.
This is true.
I'm being honest with you.
This is true.
Don't try to get snappy about it because you're putting on the outfit because you want them to look at it.
Yep.
So now that they're looking at it, you ask for that.
They're gonna look at it for sure, 100%.
If you don't want them to look at it, and let's just say I'm wearing regular leggings right now. I do not like when people gawk at me, so you will not get a nice look from me at all. But if you're wearing these little textured thong booty thingies, you obviously want to show it off. Which is, hey, listen, for some of you, whatever floats your boat,
Yeah.
But don't get mad when they're looking at it, because they're gonna look at it. Right?
It's true. I mean,
come on now.
They shouldn't say anything. They shouldn't touch, obviously, but they're gonna look for sure. So
yep.
You really can't get mad at
the
guys to be creepers, I guess, to a certain extent.
Don't get mad.
Some of those guys will be creepers about it. Like, I'm being honest with you. Like,
they'll be around the dumbbell rack, like.
Yeah, like, they're like working next to you, like,
Weirdo.
I'm like, what's going on here? But I've seen this, like, on people watch, like, and I don't listen. When I go to work out, I got my headphones in my ears. I only got a limited amount of time. Yep. I'm just trying to get it in and get the hell out. But in between so I give myself like 30 seconds to a minute, in between my sets. And at that point, I'll either just go on and like do an email or whatever it is, but I'll look around the gym too. Obviously, I want to know my environment. I gotta know who's behind me, heads on a swivel at all times.
For shizzle.
At that point, I'll just watch and I'll catch people like doing the most absurd things as far as looking at other people or what they're doing, or I don't know. It's just you get all kinds of weird things. I guess I wish I could document everything through my eyeballs, like press record and.
No, maybe you don't want to document all that.
I mean, no, I would.
It would be entertaining.
It would be entertaining. Like I could literally not. Screw YouTube. I just play back my memories from the day, right, and just start laughing because there's that much fun stuff. And like, all the other crazy business stuff we're doing, all the serious stuff. Some of the stuff gets put to the wayside. Like, I'll think about it like late at night when me and Sharisse was laying in bed. I'm like, man, like.
He'll bring it up.
This is what happened today,
or like,
I seen this today, or whatever it was, like, because I didn't think about it because I've been so busy with, when the mind's just relaxing at that point, like some of these different things I'm thinking about through the day, of like how my day was. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like I can't believe this even happened, or I seen this happen, or I seen this go down.
Random.
Especially in the gym, I see it in the gym, all crazy kind of stuff, and you would think at this point in time in life, I've seen everything.
No, right? You've never seen everything.
We're to that point.
We're ever so evolving in this wonderful 2021 world of.
Yes.
You'll never
evolution,
ever see everything.
Yes, keep me guessing. Keep me saying like I have not seen everything for sure.
You won't.
So another thing with us, a big question I think we get from a lot of different females out there on my Titan Talks, because a lot of females do tune into the Titan Talks, or me and Drew on Lifestyle, but they ask us some of these different questions, so they're looking for some of these different answers. One question they ask all the time: can females take Titan therapies, like all the different ones, like ECAs,
Yeah,
or
all of
Hercules
them.
Potion, or Titan Complete, or
I
stuff
mean,
like that?
even some of the, I would say like even some of the therapies that I feel like would be more geared towards a guy. I'm gonna use MK677 as an example, but that's for me anyway. That's like more geared towards a guy therapy. But we have females that take it. Now, me personally, I take a lot of different therapies, Titan therapies. You know, I take my ECAs. That's what gets me going, and it keeps me. Thank God, keeps me skinny. I take my Tighten Up, sometimes Tighten Complete, just depending on what day it is. I have my NAD. That's for everybody. You know, the NADs are focus, concentration. You know, the fat loss cream, I might slap that on if I'm feeling a little fat by the pool. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones I probably use like often. And
Acne Protocol's good.
I mean, also use the what is it? TA1. I use
Thymosin
that every
Alpha
day.
1.
I use that every day ever since I got COVID. Actually,
NAD.
I
use
use that every single day for my immune system. I think it's a game changer.
It's not a COVID cure. I want to put that out there.
No, nothing cures COVID. Okay.
But it does help augment T cells from the immune system boosting.
There's other therapies that we have, that are universal for everyone. Glutathione, Nectar of the Gods, even Hercules Potion. I know we call it Hercules Potion. So obviously you're like, oh man, that's a guy's therapy. But it really isn't. Like, for some of the, if you want to go, even if you, I'm going to take the gym out because I really, really, I'm sorry guys, I cannot relate to the gym stuff. I go with John though because I don't want to be fat. But, I mean, I'm telling you that Hercules Potion's used for the girls in the gym. But let's just say, for instance, you're going to do something like strenuous, like a type of strenuous activity. Let's say a marathon, right? You're going to run a marathon. Let's say you're going to go hiking. I know some of the girls out there, you guys go hiking, do that kind of stuff. Maybe go for a bike ride, right? Things like that. Even sexual intercourse, anything that's going to be a strenuous activity. You can use Hercules Potion prior to that for more endurance, more stamina, better recovery time. If you're trying to get a little bit more vascularity, it'll give you a little bit more vascularity if you want to look good by the pool or whatever it is you're trying to do. But it's definitely made for girls and for guys.
Absolutely.
It's for both.
Absolutely.
ECAs, definitely for both.
Game changer.
And of course, back to the hormones, definitely for both. In fact, and we'll use this in a whole nother episode, so you better stay tuned. But after I got COVID, all of my hormones shut down. It's been shut down. I don't know why. I don't have any answers. I couldn't tell you why. But I used to have a great testosterone reading, a great natural reading. It was above the scale. And I would always like take a lot of pride in that too. Like my testosterone through the roof, whatever. But unfortunately after COVID, all of a sudden, boom, everything shuts down. 0, 0, 0, 0. So now I personally, I take testosterone troches. I don't do injections. Everybody thinks, oh, you take testosterone, you're a female, you have to do injections because they think testosterone injections. No, it doesn't have to be an injection. In matter of fact, 95% of our females that take testosterone replacement therapy are not on injections. They're either on a cream or on a troche.
And that's a big thing out there. So a lot of females I see, out there are talking about doing injectable testosterone. That's been a lot of, I think, a push from some of these other clinics out there and pushing injectable testosterone, injectable estrogen.
Thanks,
this is a little crazy. So the thing about it is, too, with pellets as well. So the thing about it is, and there's a lot of groups out there, BioT, and like all these other, the pellets. So with this, here's the problem with pellets, guys. Once you insert pellets in you, okay, you might start feeling a little bit better, like libido starts coming back, energy and stuff like that. But your levels are skyrocketing to where a man should be. And at that point, you might feel good, and it might take away some of those symptoms right away from you. But if you stay on that path, you're going to start getting negative side effects, and a lot of women do, from acne, water retention, bloating, fat deposits,
hair loss. I know you don't want to lose your hair.
There are so many women that go on that and they start losing hair.
Or you will start to gain weight too.
If you're on injectable testosterone, you're taking too much, the levels are too high, you're going to have these negative side effects.
Yep.
It might not happen right when you first start. You might start, oh man, I feel great and everything. I'm telling you, if you don't have those levels dialed in and those levels are too high, you're going to get those negative side effects.
It's unfortunate
And
because
it
you know the
sucks.
way that they listen. We could do pellet. I tell everybody the same exact thing. We could do pellet therapy here, and we could ball out on pellet therapy. We would make a lot of money. I'm not kidding. I'm being honest. We would make a lot of money on it. We don't do it. Why don't we do it? We're not believers in it. Why are we not believers in it? Because we don't think it's the way it's just not, it's not good for females, not good for males either. You cannot control when that pellet hits. You can't control the way it's going to be distributed. You don't know if it's going to be a little distributed now and then boom, a lot in 2 weeks, or nothing at all for a month, and then boom, there's another a boost of something. It just, you can't control it. We got these girls coming back. I know because I see all the blood tests, so I know. But I've got these girls coming back, and their testosterone levels are like 800 or 900.
Yep.
Let me remind you, the female levels on the blood tests, roughly, give or take, whether it's LabCorp or Quest, you're roughly going somewhere between, let's just say, 10 to 50. That's about your numbers, 10 to 50. So why do you need to be at like a 700 or 800? I mean, you don't need to be at a 700 or 800. Your testosterone is about the same as your husband. Now, I know you probably don't want to look like your husband. Your husband probably doesn't want you to look like your husband. So in all actuality, I mean, this is what's happening. They just don't tell you that. It's like, and everybody, this is a sell on it. This is the quick sell. Well, then you don't have to take your stuff every day. You don't have to worry about, taking it, and you don't have to worry about taking it every other day, and you don't have to worry about taking something or reminding yourself or possibly skipping a dose. Listen, I'm big on this. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Just do it. It is not that hard. It's not that hard. I know that there's got to be people out there that take vitamins before they go to sleep. They might take, whatever it is. I take, what is it? Primrose.
Yep.
Evening primrose oil, for breast tenderness.
Yep.
But I mean, take it with that. Line it up.
Yep.
It's doable. I mean, don't be lazy.
Olu's got some questions out there. Listen, if you
Olu.
want to contact us, call or text 727-389-3220. We have NAD for mental clarity,
Yep.
our Titan Ultra. We've got a lot of different therapies
Not
that can
just
help
that,
you out.
though, Olu, remember, and I'm going to say this, a lot of times, mental clarity, if you haven't had your hormones checked
Yep.
and your testosterone is low, guys and girls,
Yep.
that can cause brain fog.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
So just make sure, cover all the bases.
Kim said, love the honesty. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you for tuning
I'll
in.
always be honest, I promise. And sometimes it's brutal, so I apologize in advance.
Big Irishman, we appreciate you too as well, and everybody else. Join in. If you guys have any questions, shoot them out.
Yeah.
We've got a couple more minutes we're going to do this for, and then we're going to end the first show at that point. But it's going to be every
So
week that
many
we're
emails.
doing this up. So, with that, with mental clarity, that's a big one out there. A lot of people have issues with mental clarity and energy, and that could be attributed to hormones. The other thing is if you did get COVID, right?
Been there, done
So
that.
a lot of people caught COVID, and a big thing, a symptom of that was brain fog, foggy thinking. So they're like, how do I get around this? I don't feel like myself. I can't think the way I used to. One, you should check your hormones to make sure they weren't shut down. Two, at that point, NADs are a really, really good one as
That's
far as
game
mental
changer.
clarity.
Game changer.
Brain cognitive enhancement.
Without the stimulant
Yes,
effect. Because
yes.
I know some of you guys out there, not everybody likes to be geeked out, right?
Nobody likes that.
All right. Well, I like to be geeked out. I gotta go, okay? I like having skates on all day. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Yeah.
That's how I do it, but not everybody's like that. Some people will ask, like, is it a stimulant? So I do want to say, like, NAD, it's not a stimulant. Like, it's going to give you the mental clarity. It helps with focus. It helps with memory, especially people that have, like, big projects you're going to do, like an accountant, or let's just say that you're a teacher and you have, like, stacks of things to grade or whatever. Like, this has been super helpful for people like that. Like,
Absolutely.
just your day-to-day things that you need to do. It's a huge... I take it every day.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's
That's a
definitely
good one.
Get you started. You know
Yeah.
exactly. It's good for you. It's cellular regeneration.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of good things.
Big
All
one.
right, so somebody asked, what is Titan? So Titan's, we're a full medical center as far as anti-aging, preventative, everything to make you look better, feel better, and perform better. We can help you out with here at Titan Medical Center. So, and we service nationwide. There's only
Yep.
2 states we don't really service right now. Ohio's one of them. And then,
Sorry.
what is it, Idaho's the other one? Those guys in Idaho.
Sorry,
guys. Those states suck. Not you people,
but no,
state
listen.
suck.
I mean, it's sunny here in Florida. I've been to Ohio once, and like it's cold.
Listen, I'm from the Midwest. Ohio's a good state.
I'm from Florida.
But
so.
as far as the state-wise and everything, because of COVID and all that, garbage. So I
NAD
appreciate
is the
it.
bomb.
Yes, NAD is definitely the bomb for sure.
And just so you know, NAD, that particular therapy, you do not need blood work for.
Right.
It's super easy to get. You just fill out the paperwork, and once you fill it out, see the provider. It could be in person or on telemedicine, and then boom, pharmacy sends right to your house. Easy.
So how old is the lease for TRT? Now listen, there's no age, like what you have to be to possibly go on hormone replacement therapy because of hormone imbalances deficiencies, and this is something that people might not have done to themselves, but inadvertently it's happened to them through maybe possible chemical disrupting.
So much stuff that can do it nowadays.
Things
It's
that are out there,
I'm pretty sure like laundry detergent,
toxins, deodorant, like chemicals we put on our body. Like
it's everywhere.
You literally, our body is going through all these different things, and it's trying to adapt, and sometimes things get disrupted in the body, like our hormones, because of these different chemicals. Whether you're putting them on, you're breathing them in, or what's around you.
Something you might be eating. So
this is true too. So you want to always look at your diet too as well, because that could be a big proponent of some of these different hormone imbalances. I know soy is a big one.
Yeah, estrogen.
As far as feeling estrogen and stuff like that. People
big
say
time.
no, but yes, it is.
I'm part Asian. I love soy sauce.
Yeah.
No more soy sauce.
Definitely not good. High in sodium and definitely bad as far as estrogen property effects. So it's really, really sucky as far as that goes for me. I don't like soy. I don't like soy sauce. I don't like anything like that.
I mean, he gets pissed when Peter puts it on his rice. I'm like, dude.
No.
He even gets. Peter does not put the regular the soy sauce from the Chinese restaurant. He puts it's like this organic.
It's amino. Soy, whatever. Like no.
Let the child live a little.
No.
Little
That's
soy
the problem.
sauce never killed
That's
anybody.
the problem. Everybody thinks like that. They're letting their kids do whatever they want or eat whatever they want. And look at our kids.
Yeah, they're looking a
It's
little
a form
rough.
of abuse. Me and Drew have talked about it so many times.
Yeah.
Like people are getting thrown in jail for hitting their kid or yelling at their kid or some of this effect of child abuse. But when we're poisoning our kid and you're feeding them garbage, and then at that point they're going through obesity and possible hormone disruption because of it, and then that's affecting their life ongoing, and that's not their choice either.
Yeah,
we are their example. We're doing what they're doing what they're not supposed to a certain extent by feeding their kids this food, and at that point the kids are the really ones that are
I think it's kind of crazy because I mean back in the day we was all eating McDonald's and chicken nuggets and drinking Cokes and all that stuff. Don't tell me you weren't eating all that stuff. I told you, I'm gonna give it to you real. We all know.
Educated.
We weren't educated.
I wasn't educated, and that's what my parents did for me.
Yeah, but listen, I swear to you not.
But that doesn't mean it's right.
They have they did something to this food.
You gotta break that.
They did something to this food though. It wasn't, it's not the same.
More processed,
so they did something to it.
I don't know.
It was still bad then, but it's worse now.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did to it, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It is definitely not the same.
It's true.
It's like you're eating plastic or something.
True. So.
And just to answer one of your questions, so actually we unfortunately we do not service anyone under the age of 21.
Yes.
So
yes.
I will put that out there because I think this was a question that was on there. I think I saw.
Kim said, my sister just found out high cholesterol and low in iron. Any advice? So obviously you're going to have to look at the diet, right? You want to make sure the diet's on point. If her cholesterol is high,
check her testosterone.
Check her testosterone levels. Obviously,
check her testosterone. 100%.
That can definitely help to a certain extent with cholesterol levels
for sure.
But at that point, if she had low iron, then is she eating any red meat? This goes along with diet again. Everything's going to come back to that to a certain extent. We are what we eat. And we get the nutrients and these different things from our food or our food sources. So that's gonna go right hand in hand with what you're talking about with those two different things. Now, if she's anemic, you want your B12. I mean, there's some iron supplements that she could possibly take and stuff like that. So that's really where it's at. All right. So should I visit a center to get the course, or can I make it online? You can do it online if you want to. That's fine. Or you can come here in person. We'd love to see people in person. So that's totally fine.
Boom.
All right. So, Beth, how you doing? Everybody joining us. We appreciate you guys all tuning in. Are the therapies potions only injectable form?
Yeah.
So, all right. So, not ECA Stack Plus is an oral form.
Yeah.
Right? Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, all those other ones are injectable form. Now,
However,
we can make them into an oral form at the same doses.
Mm.
The problem is that you're probably not going to get the exact same effect as the injectable. So yes, we can do it 100%. We've done it before. I just don't want people to have.
and who was that? What's her name?
That was Damsel
Okay.
Finesse.
Okay, so let me tell you this, all right? I'm going to share this with you guys. So me personally, I do not, and I've been in nursing for, I'm so old, 17 years. So, but I can give shots all day. Boom, 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 boom. Line it up. I'll do it. But when it came to me, I don't like shots. I hate shots, to be quite honest with you. So, like, if I'm going to do it, it has to be super worth, like, the shot, right? But here's the thing that a lot of people don't share with you, right? Everybody thinks, like, when you say an injection, everybody thinks this big ass needle, right? It's not. It's, first of all, the medication, therapy, whatever you want to call it, it's water soluble. So it goes in easy. It doesn't lump up. Easy. Boom, 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 bam. Next thing is that it's given with a little tiny baby insulin syringe. So it's literally, I mean, it's virtually painless. It doesn't hurt. Like, once you actually get past, like, the first shot and you do it, you're like, wow, that was it. That is the reaction of 10 out of 10 people. I am gonna say 10 out of 10 because I don't know anybody that's done it that's like, oh man, I'm never gonna do that again. And especially if you're getting the effects out of it, if you feel good after you do it, you know, it's. But I think that's the perception is people think it's like a big needle that you have to take it with. But like, trust me, it's a baby syringe, and
very small.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. And I'm a baby when it comes to shots.
So guys, for everybody out there, please, if you guys are on Facebook, share this. Tag some other girls or guys that could possibly help you guys out with this education that we're pitching out there. Some of these different things that Sharisse is going to follow.
Yeah, I'm not sitting
and
here
talk
for
about
nothing.
for females. Give the page a like. I appreciate Big Irishman saying that. Follow us on all these social media platforms. YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the all notification bell. Hit the try dots on all the other social media so you guys get the notifications for these things. And we're going to be coming at you guys every Wednesday. Sharisse is going to come at you guys with the Sharisse Titan Health and Lifestyle Soapbox. She's going to break it down. So all the different things that are out there. If you guys want any of these questions answered in the future, just DM us.
Let me know. Tune
in live. And at that point, you guys can ask live, and we'll give you guys the answers right here, right now on Titan Medical Center.
I am here at the office every day. You can. I'll be honest with you. Please do not kill me with these text messages. But I see every single text message that comes in on that line. Every single one of them. Yeah. So if you do have a question for me that you'd like to ask, I'll be happy to help you any way that I can. So if you want to text that line, you can say, hey, this is a question for Sharisse. Yep. I will eventually get to it, and I promise I'll answer you.
Yep. Big shout, IABB Pro, legend, Flex Wheeler's on.
What up, Flex? How you
big
doing?
Flex. So, be talking to Flex here a little bit, man. It's been a crazy day for air conditioning.
No AC,
wasn't on when we first came in.
Poor girl.
For the first couple hours, and man, it was hot in here. I felt for the staff, and I really felt bad for the two patients that were in house today.
Oh man.
Already this morning because one was a good friend of ours, Tyler. So at that point, he's been around forever, so he knows. But the other one was a new patient.
And he's like, man, you guys got this really nice facility, but no AC? What is wrong with this place?
Multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art facility, but where's the air at? We're in Florida, right?
There's a fan in your room.
It was a little breaker that had to be reset. Like the HVA system in this is so complicated and,
oh my gosh,
and advanced that a regular AC guy does not even know how to even go in and use it, right? So at that point, like me and Art have been playing around with this thing, and finally. And luckily, I had another doctor that was here before, and he knew the system. Big shout out to Victor for coming over here and taking over that.
Next time, answer the phone a little faster.
All right. So one more question. All right. So how many times a week or month would be the best pinning TRT for optimal performance? So usually what we do is, twice a week you split your dose of whatever it is. So you're an even keel. So you're going up, you're staying up, and you're there. Instead of going up, coming down, going
Monday,
up.
Thursday, Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Yeah, so, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, she said Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Saturday, whatever it is. But, you want to put a couple days apart, what you're doing. All right? We'll contact you. All right, we appreciate you guys contacting it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys for all joining us for the first official Sharisse Titan Health and Lifestyle Soapbox.
That's me.
So we'll see you guys next Wednesday. We're going to set a time, so stay tuned. It'll probably be around the same time here, though.
Yep.
So at that point, every week you guys can join in. You guys can bring your questions, especially the females out there. Please bring your questions. Ask Sharisse, and she'll give you the best possible answers she
Listen,
can.
don't be judging me on these Wednesdays, okay? Because I don't have time to do my hair or put on makeup and stuff like that. So this is how I come.
Natural beauty, ladies. Natural beauty. So
He's so sweet.
all right. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Sharisse,
Yeah, thanks, guys.
keep it locked. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.